Here we are on Land of Fire. Green team that on the spawn will be ARIS, representing Asia. They're going to be running Bungo, Siva, Salem, Marseille, Sphere, Prince von Orange, Shimakaze, and Marceau. Meanwhile, in red, CL going to be running Kremlin, Worcester, Marseille, Marceau, Gdansk, and Ragnar, fighting from the southern spawn, representing China. So like some builds anyway. Prince von Orange outnumbered, airstrike mod. Prince von Orange outnumbered, airstrike mod. We have Marceau here, Swift and Silence RPF, Shimmer, Swift and Silence RPF, Marseille, top grade gunner, Sphere, top grade gunner. No wait, that's not Sphere. No, that. Give me the Spheres build. Yeah, RPF. There we go. We got the Salem. That's going to be a radar Salem running top grade gunner, RPF, survivability expert, no superintendent. Sibir, secondaries. Bungo, heavy AP. Oh, the red team. We've got the Marseille with outnumbered. We have Ragnar here with Dazzle, AFT, and Superintendent. Got another Marceau here with Fearless and Dazzle. The Kremlin. Full tank, turret traverse. The other Kremlin. Full tank, turret traverse. Are they both the same build? I can't tell. Anyway, we've got some more stuff there. Worcester there, RPF, Superintendent. We've got this Marceau here, Dazzle, RPF. Gdansk, Dazzle up. Come on, give me the ship build. There we go. Dazzle RPF on the Gdansk. And outnumbered on the Marseille. Initial deployments. I'll leave that open, I guess. So we have Shimakaze going deep early. We have Prince Orange in support. Marseille heading to the flank. We've got Sphere going for the island. Bungo deep in support. Then on the other side, we have Marceau go to the fast cap. Marseille, Salem heading towards the outside, plus Sibir. Meanwhile, in red, Ragnar with the early contest, Marseille in support, Worcester heading to the island, Marceau with a deep early contest. Marceau went deep mid looking for this spot. Gdansk is with him, Marseille heading around the outside, and then double Kremlin heading here too. Resting Sphere smoke. Marceau was denied the cap. Bravo taken by CL. Home caps both being taken. Shimmer dropping a smoke for Marseille. As Alpha is taken by ARIS. Sphere taking a couple of chunks there from the Kremlins. The double Kremlin advance has begun, as they're going to be planning to roll over the Charlie Cap. Looks like a little Marceau on Marceau trading may have happened as well. As we fly over to the Alpha Cap and watch to see what the Marseille and Bungo's plan is over here. Looks like CL are just going to go into full retreat from this flank. They'll be kiting down to the J1 corner, the A1 corner here. Right. Yeah, J1. Gdansk's going to be advancing forwards, going to be nuzzling himself into this little cubby hole where he can contest. Pops his radar, spots the Salem's position, the Marceau's position. Salem counter radar spots the capping Gdansk. Radar from Sphere mid spots the Worcester, but not much else. CL are going to take the home cap. Now taking 3 caps to 1. As the Spheres are now going to go try and contest B, but that's him pretty open. Tops are a bust, but... CL have got pretty good positioning right now. Although their Worcester is suffering a little bit here, at the hands of the Sphere and friends. Winner of the series will move on to face TWA in the grand final. Loser will be playing a game against Resin for 3rd place. I believe we will have a half an hour break between this game and that one, meaning I run to the store, grab some caffeine and grab some food, because I've got no food or caffeine in the house.
The enemy is about to win.
And CL are just sitting ticking points right now, as ARIS consider their options and figure out where they want to make a play. They're going to need more than just Bravo as well, so they're going to have to make some sort of play towards the home caps, where there are, you know, 2 Kremlins, Marseille, and friends. They're going to need some kills. They're going to need some kills. It's going to be easier to get the kills than one of those home caps. They should be able to get their own home cap back eventually, maybe. Marceau beats himself back up against the island to block that. As CL are just anchoring in very deep positions. And ARIS trying to find a way back into the game here. Bungo pushing up, looking for damage on that Marseilles. The two Marseilles have been trading heavily. Looks like ARIS might be about to lose this Marseille in the 1 versus 1. Next salvo should kill him. He's not going to get dark. Salvo, he's on firmer fire, he goes down. ARIS losing a ship now, that's putting 910 points for CL. As the Marceau pushes into the cap to contest that one at least, but it's a little bit late. 2 minutes left on the clock, 2 minutes 20. Or CL will be taking us to a game 5. I found an angle onto the back of this Marceau with the Marseille. CL do have a lot of low health ships. Their Marseille is low, their Worcester's low, their Kremlin's suffering, this Marceau is suffering. There are potential kills, but ARIS just aren't finding the angles onto them right now, and they have just lost their bungo. Around there somewhere. Rooster Raider comes out, spots the approaching Sibba and Prince Van Orange. Also spots that Sphere in B. ARIS did take Bravo back. And they are blocking their home cap right now. There's a rare to see Kremlin on Sibba violence. Well, no we're not, because the game's just going to end. CL, as ARIS rush around the corner, CL's going to take us to a game 5. There's not really much happened in that game, honestly. Bit anticlimactic. But anyway, we're moving on to map number 5. Map 5 is going to be Loop. Alright then. Give me a minute. I'm going to throw you out the map intro video as well. You can watch the map intro video. I'm going to go put socks on and a t-shirt because it's cold.
On the Portuguese coast lies a crossing of sea lanes critical to the survival of opposing fleets. Surrounded by towers of crimson sedimentary rock and the expanse of the blue Atlantic, these two fleets will soon engage in trial by combat, where only one team can claim victory. This is Loop. Loop is a 48 by 48 kilometer domination-style map with 4 cap points running in a line from west to east. The A and B caps are on the left, C is in the center, and D is on the right. In this configuration, Loop now has 2 capture points on the west side of the map that can be seen as teams' home caps. Teams will now have to weigh whether it's worth deploying more ships west to try and capture the enemy home cap or merely defend and attempt to break through. Elsewhere in the center of the map, capture point C has been greatly reduced in size. It will be far more challenging for destroyers to comfortably capture this point without sufficient support from teammates and nearby radar cruisers. On the eastern side of the map, capture point D was moved further east. Destroyers wishing to capture this point will no longer find the safety of the island in the middle of the cap, and instead must face the threat of enemy radar or even hydro from nearby islands. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Loop.
That map intro is incredibly short compared to some of the other ones, isn't it? Jesus. Right, let me give it... I'll throw you in the chain. You can watch people load in. I did acquire socks. Now my t-shirt is too complicated for me to put on. Apparently, my jacket even. There we go. Sock. It's very chilly. Oh, there is one bit of caffeine in the house, I suppose. It is alcoholic though. I'm not sure if it's a good idea. Yeah, probably not. Trying to not freeze to death. Yeah. So we should have a 30-minute break between this final game of this series and the and the third place game, which will give me just enough time to run to the store, get some food, get some caffeine, and figure out things out. Let me just get set up for that, actually, for the break scene. So we'll be doing resin versus the loser of this, and that will be the third place playoff. Cold, 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 cold. Right, anyway, we're loading in, waiting on the players. Whoa. ARIS have declared themselves ready. So, winner of this advances to the grand final. Loser of this... Well, winner of this advances to the grand final to place TWA. Loser of this game goes to the third place game, where they will be facing Resin from NA. I'm cold. I'm very cold. Oh. So what are these teams competing for? Let's go have a look quickly. So, fourth place will be going home with 5,000 US dollars. The winner of this game will be going on to fourth place goes home with 5. Each of these teams is guaranteed $5,000. The loser of this is going on to play for an extra 2,500. The winner of this is going on to play for an extra shitload of money, 25,000 in total. So yeah, you want to win this, really. This one game is like potentially worth thousands of dollars. This one game is worth at least $2,500 split between your team. So yeah. I'm cold. I'm so cold. I'm so cold. Ooh. We're just waiting for official stream, apparently. And he has Silver Script playing faintly in the background. Right, do you have enough charge? I need to take you to the shop. Yes, you do. Well, I'll be ready to play a loop. Don't worry, Wargaming. It's not like you've got thousands of people waiting for you. Hopefully, Wargaming pressed the launch button before I freeze to death. There we go. God damn. Here we are in Game 5 of the semi-finals between ARIS and CL. Winner of this advancing play team will be a loser of this going to third place game to play against Resin. Green team in the Northern Spawn representing Asia is ARIS. And they're going to be running Bungo, Laria, San Martin, Marseille, Yuyang, Gdansk. Meanwhile, in red, representing China, CL is going to be running Kremlin, Salem, Marseille, Petropavlovsk, Marceau, Smaland. Well, there's going to be a couple of Marseilles in this game, isn't there? Right, well. Here we are with the meat wall. The French meat. Alright, starting with the builds. San Martin, outnumbered RPF. Gdansk, RPF Superintendent. Yuyang is a radar Yuyang running Dazzle RPF. We have Marseille behind that. Going to be running Top Grade Gunner, Superintendent. This one, Top Grade Gunner, Superintendent. This one, Top Grade Gunner, Superintendent. This one, Top Grade Gunner, Superintendent. Lauria, standard tank build. Bungo, heavy AP. Flying over at the red team. Got a Marceau, top grade, outnumbered. Oh no, this one's outnumbered. The Salem's top grade, outnumbered. No Superintendent. We have the Marceau here. Dazzle, RPF, IFHE. Prince Van Orange, airstrikes. But not taking the airstrike mod, taking prop mod. Smaland is Dazzle, RPF. Got the Marseille here, outnumbered. Superintendent. The Marseille behind that. Superintendent, top grade gunner. Kremlin, full tank. And Kremlin, full tank. Right, well, initial deployments. Marseille, Bungo, San Martin heading towards the A-cap. Gdansk in support, he's going to drop down there. We've got a Marseille anchoring here. Yuyang heading for D-cap directly. Double Marseille going around. And Lauria in support for the red team. Marseille heading up around the outside. We've got Kremlin in support. Then we have Smaland for the contest. Salem with the radar. And then we have Marseille, Prince and Orange heading around with Marceau going for fast cap and Kremlin in support. Home caps both being taken. Charlie being contested by the Smaland with only a Marseille to deny that. So unless the Marseille wants to walk in there, that should be taken by CL. Marceau is spotted by the Yuyang as he's going towards the Delta cap, so they know it's his presence. They know of each other's presence. Salem taking a huge chunk from long range Bungo salvo. Yuyang radar comes out to spot Marceau, but he's anchored up behind the island, not going to be in danger. CL walk away with a Charlie cap and a point advantage in exchange for some health in the Salem. But this is all going to come down to this clash of the Marseilles, isn't it? Marceau taking a little bit of chip damage there from one of the Marseilles shooting at him. Prince on Orange can be set in salvo towards the Yuyang, clipping him. And we're about to see a world of hurt for the Marseilles and Prince on Orange here, as they're going to be popping reload boosters and shooting each other. Kremlin getting himself involved too. Prince and Orange airstrikes coming in. Meanwhile, on the other side, we see both Marseilles are approaching this island. There's some shelling going back and forth from the Kremlin getting involved as well. Contest comes in from the Gdansk Bravo, will be raided by the Salem. Some resets coming in. Yeah, Marceau has found an angle on the Gdansk to get some resets here, but he's going to take a lot of damage from them from Marseille with his reload booster active. Meanwhile, the small end of CL has also found an angle on the ARIS Gdansk. This Gdansk is being hammered from both sides right now. Marceau took a lot of damage for that. Meanwhile, ARIS have advanced into the Delta Cap. They're going to be sending their Marceau up to this island. The Yuyang is going to be contesting, and the Marseille and Prince and Orange are going to be kiting off. But this Gdansk is still taking a bit of a hammering in there, as the Småland and Salem taking turns. Gdansk radar comes out again, respots the Salem. ARIS take the Alpha Cap, still contesting Charlie. Gdansk popping smoke as he leaves with Charlie. ARIS now 3 caps to 1. CL re-enter Charlie to the recontest, taking on the Gdansk radar. Gonna be lighting up their Marceau. Not taking too much damage on him though. Everything perched on a knife's edge here. Salem taking another chunk. Kremlin rounding the corner into a wall of torpedoes which expire at his bow. ARIS are pushing CL further and further back away as this Prince and Orange, again, torpedoes expiring at his stern. But ARIS now preparing for the wraparound around the back of the Charlie Cap, which is now being retaken by CL, neutralizing points 516 to 512. No ships dead. The Marseille on Marseille brawl is happening apparently. Rounding the corner here. Oh, that's just Prince and Orange airstrikes taking him down. But he's popping himself around this corner to shoot at the Marseille in return. Wait, what? No, there's no PVO here. Yeah, he's just got a Kremlin up at his stern. As the first kill of the game happens and the Prince on Orange goes down in the background there, sniped by the Laria. ARIS now with a 1 kill advantage. Putting them up by 100 points. As the Kremlin advances, looking for the back end of this Marseille, forcing him forward. Kremlin with a wall of Yuyang torpedoes coming towards him. Ooh, taking a few of them as well. Losing about half of his health there to 5 torpedoes. The ARIS Marseille reverses. The Kremlin fires his salvo. Takes him down. 1 kill to 1 currently. Equalizing the points back up at 568 to 564. As ARIS is ended up with a weird little brawl going down here. They're going to be trading a Marseille for a Marseille, it looks like. CL picking up 1 kill there. As the Yu Yang and Laria should be able to finish off the second Marseille. Meanwhile, CL are going to be advancing towards the home cap. Kremlin being heavily farmed here. And torpedoed. Radar out from the Gdansk, spots the Smolensk. Smolensk's radar does not spot the Gdansk in return. Marseille, oh, here in a really weird angle, trying to deal with this Kremlin. Well, this is all of CL's forces here. They have no control back over Delta, but they are going to be taking that home cap. They are currently contesting it with the Marceau and Smolensk. Kremlin getting very low, though. As we see, the Marseilles have found angles on the Kremlin as well. So CL now up 3 caps to 1. 4 minutes 30 on the clock. And they are whittling down the remaining forces of ARIS over at the home caps, but the Marseilles are definitely getting themselves involved. Yu Yang might be going for some sort of torp rush on this Kremlin or Salem. Pops his radar, finds the position of them. The ARIS Marseille here is getting very low though. Kremlin also getting low for CL, with the hands of the San Martin and Bungo. Kremlin dumps a salvo into the Yu Yang, taking half of his health. Yu Yang dumps his torpedoes towards him. Smolensk open water gunboating the Marseille. Should be able to finish him off along with the Salem. Torpedoes towards the Kremlin do connect and take him out. Nice kill for ARIS there. Softening up this corner. And did the Yu Yang activate his reload booster? Yu Yang did activate his reload booster. He might have a secondary set of torpedoes ready for the Salem. As the Marseille pushes around the corner as well. Here comes the Yu Yang YOLO. Gets one chance. Gets both racks off. How much damage is he going to get though? Gets 1 on the bow, 2 on the bow, 3 on the bow. And a snipe from the Lariat to finish him off. And now ARIS are in the Charlie cap. Points back to 676, 672, but they leave Charlie. San Martin going to try and snipe up the Kremlin, not quite finding him. 6 ships to 5 in favor of ARIS right now, but they are currently not capping. Laria and Narnia. And CL now forced to think about where they're going to be able to recontest things. Because depending on when this cap comes through, they may not be ahead anymore. Actually, they will be ahead. They will be ahead on points still. So it's ARIS that needs to be looking to find something here. And their Marseille is very low, but they are potentially able to find this Kremlin still. See, Bungo got smoked up by the Gdansk because the Bungo's on super low HP. San Martin now being focused by 2 Marseilles and a Kremlin. You do not want to be in that position as San Martin. Currently a 1-minute lead in favor of CL. Winner of this game again goes to the grand final to play against TWA. and fight for 50,000 US dollars for their team. ARIS need a kill. They have 4 minutes 10 seconds to find it. Alternatively, they can go for the backstab onto the home caps, but speaking of backstabs onto home caps, looks like the Marceau of CL has chosen to do that himself, and he is going to be going for Delta. But that's going to mean less forces available if a brawl breaks out. So what are ARIS going to do? What is ARIS's play here? They're not going for the home cap. Well, they're sending their Laria there. St. Martin Radar comes out, finds nothing. Smaland does have RPF on the Gdansk. And the Gdansk knows it. Edge and a knife edge. 3 minutes 14 left until a CL victory as the Marceau is going to be entering Delta. Torpedoes from the Gdansk towards the Smaland. Connects 1. Just the 1. Smaland going to be licking his wounds and coming back for a potential fight soon. Smaland pops his radar, does see the Gdansk. Gdansk rounds the corner into the Smaland. 1v1 between the Gdansk and Smaland. Big damage into Smaland. Smaland's at 1,300, but he has all guns on, and he has the bungo support. It's going to be a trade. 808 to 868, but CL have now taken Delta with their Marceau for the backstab. Back over to the Marseilles. As Laria is eventually getting into Bravo cap. Points blocking, ARIS need another kill. As the Marceau is almost certainly going to be heading towards Charlie. Marseille getting shelled there for CL. St. Martin versus Bungo potentially happening as well. One minute 48 left on the clock. Marceau out the battle. Larry out the battle. Marseille rounding the corner. And ARIS will take out the CL Marseille. That's going to put 872 to 860 in favour of ARIS. St. Martin now is rounding the corner. Firing AP at the stern of the Marseille. Taking shells from the Bungo. Long range salvos from the Laria too. As the CL Marceau is nowhere near that Charlie cap yet. He does get the torps out towards the Marseille. Is he going to connect with any of them though? None of them connect. Marseille is still alive. Sniping shots from the Bungo coming in towards him. Sniping shots from the Laria in towards him as well. This Marseille has been hammered from all angles and will eventually drop. 900 points to 880 in favour of ARIS right now as the CL Marceau is going to be entering Charlie. Let's go pick up this Kremlin and whether it can deny the St. Martin. CL's Marceau has entered Charlie. That's going to be blocking points. St. Martin has entered Alpha. 920 points to 904. As it stands, ARIS will be advancing to the grand final unless this Kremlin can kill this St. Martin right now. He has 2 minutes with the caps blocked. 1 minute 30 left total. But he's being hammered from all angles himself. Can he pick up the Marseille kill? Kremlin has no DCPs available. He's currently on double fire. The Marceau opens up on the Marseille. Kremlin goes down 972 to 856. Just this sole Marceau left, trying to get this kill on this Marseille. Going for an actual solo warrior in KotS. But with that, ARIS will take 2 caps. And ARIS will be advancing to the grand final to play against TWA in one hell of a decent game, actually. A decent game.